When I heard this, a NewsBurst for a Tuesday morning. Wake-up temperature 64 degrees in Waukesha, 71 degrees in Milwaukee this morning. Still a little bit sticky out there, but that is going to continue to improve. The rest of the storm team forecast from meteorologist Scott Steele. Partly cloudy and a bit cooler, an isolated shower mainly west and late, high near 82 degrees, with the drier air moving in throughout the day. That's good. In the news today, we have recalls in the they're primaries right now. This is in the recall efforts here against 6 Republicans. The Democrats have theirs coming up next week. So it's kind of confusing because the action is on the Democratic side of the ballot today because you have the Republican senators who are being recalled, but the primaries are for the Democrats, in many cases the legitimate candidate and then the protest candidate or the fake candidate or however you want to look at it.
I know it's hard for people to just keep it even straight, the dates and all that.
Essentially nothing major happens today because you'll have the ultimate recall election set at the end of business today. Nonetheless, the polls are open from 7 to 8 in the communities where these recall elections are taking place. And the action really on the Democratic side, even though it's the Republican senators being recalled. Democrats next week. Storm damage follow-up. Six Flags set to be back open today. No power at Six Flags Great America. How awful if you had a van load of kids sitting there.
Right.
They said people were in line.
Well, sure, because they had
to
no
get into the
idea,
parking
right?
lot, right. About a dozen customers remain still without power this morning in our area. Even though at the height of things, it was about 28,000 yesterday. No lights, but more importantly, no AC.
Especially on a sticky day.
Ugh. And those late trains, that's kind of an interesting story. Tree limbs down on the railroad tracks between here and Chicago caused the Hiawatha service to be delayed.
Which is so popular, right, on any given day.
So nothing you could do. They're going to meet again in Washington, or at least the president is calling for lawmakers to meet with him again. More issues about the debt ceiling, more negotiations on what it will take to get a deal done.
When is that going to be done?
Well, hopefully within 3 weeks, right? Bastille Day starts already on Thursday. They're going to start putting up the Eiffel Tower in Milwaukee. It's a nice festival.
Yes,
People like to come to somewhere not the Summerfest grounds for that one.
And the Eiffel Tower, that's a meeting place.
Well,
All meeting places,
I'll meet you at the Eiffel Tower. 10 seconds. No, we have to talk about the All-Star stuff.
You haven't said anything about my half moon with the light.
I've been trying to ignore it.
Totally.
We'll be right back. Hang on. All right, so here's the deal for the All-Star game then. We have to do that.
Okay.
All-Star game tonight. Ricky Weeks and Prince Fielder will both get the start for the National League. And Brawny could have also, but he's out due to injury. Which I hope it's not that bad and whatever, and I really would have liked to have seen him play.
Yeah, but it's more important that he's 100% for
is.
the second half of the season.
That is true.
Right? Okay. Don't get me mad.
I don't want to get you mad. But Ricky and Prince will start. They were also both in the home run derby. Ricky.
He's just nervous.
Woo.
No, he was just nervous. Right? Poor guy.
That was not good, Rick.
Second
Princey hit 14, made it to the semifinals, but didn't move on beyond
The
that.
5 for 5 was really fun.
That was pretty neat. So, and then you have this guy who almost fell out of the stands. What is going on with that? It's not an epidemic. It's just coincidence. People have been going for balls since, I don't know, they've been watching baseball games.
But have they actually been almost falling out of the
They haven't. That's why I'm saying it's got to be, it's a coincidence. It's like nothing up. We don't need to solve some big international problem or anything like that, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, although some people are calling for rails and things like that.
Well, how high do they need to be?
That I do not
Do we
know.
need to build a fence?
I am not a baseball stadium expert.
You guys got to do me a favor.
Okay.
Yes, Matt.
Take a
thank you,
picture
sir.
of all of us together. Just hold it up.